Well, hello, YouTube. It has been a long time since I've last really checked in. So I hope you forgive me for not having too many videos, but there's kind of a reason behind it. As a lot of you know, because you've been on my Facebook page, Finding Her Happy Pace. I have been training for a half marathon, and yesterday was the half marathon, which I'll talk about in a moment. But I have been doing videos for Metro Detroit Chevy dealers, and the project that I was so fortunate to work on with them, they were kind of following me and 4 other runners as we prepared for the half, and I was doing videos for them. So those are actually posted on my page, and I will try to include the link to that below so you can check out those videos and all that jazz. But I'm back, and I actually want to make it kind of a goal of mine to definitely do more videos. Tonight I want to thank Jen, because from Patience and Faith, and I know you guys know who she is. I don't feel like I need to explain. You guys know. Probably half of you that come over to me came from them over at Jen and Lisa Patience and Faith 619. If you don't know who they are, you really need to subscribe to them and check them out. They are amazing. But I digress. Let's talk on her tonight, because it is true, I have the post-race blues. Yesterday was amazing. It was everything I imagined and nothing I imagined, if that makes any sense. I knew I would run well because I've been training well. I knew that it would feel different because I am a different person. I was doing the math, and since the last time I did a half marathon, I'm down 50 pounds. That's amazing to me. So of course it was going to be a different race for me than the last half that I did. But it was just an amazing day. Like it really was, from start to finish. I felt like I started, excuse me for yawning. I felt like I started it, and the next thing I knew, which some of you probably obviously might not be familiar with the course, but the course starts in downtown Detroit, and it takes you to the Ambassador Bridge to Canada, and you go over to Canada, and then you run through Canada, through Windsor, and you come back underneath the tunnel, under the water, under the river, and back into the U.S., and then you kind of do a little jig through the city parts, and then you're back to where you started. So, like, before I knew it, I was at the entrance to the Ambassador Bridge, and then the Ambassador Bridge is a tricky one. It's a slow and steady incline. It'll catch up with you if you let it, but it felt good. And the next thing I knew, it was like, oh, the Ambassador Bridge is already over, like, and I'm in Canada. And then the next thing and honestly, how many miles is it through Canada? I think it's maybe like 4 miles you're in Canada, I want to say. 4.5 or so. Just like that. Done. I mean, that's how it felt, at least. I don't want you envisioning me, like, gazelling it, canyoning. Being a Kenyan? Is this a word, canyoning? I don't want you to imagine I'm, like, going super, super fast here. But it was next thing I know, I was like, oh my god, really and truthfully, I was like, holy cow, the tunnel, I'm entering the tunnel right now. Like, I thought to myself, this is crazy. Then I was in the tunnel, then I was out of the tunnel, then I saw Jen and Lisa and Cindy, Skinny Sister, and that was so cool. And then I was hitting like mile 9 and 10, and the last 2 years when I did the half, those were the moments when I was totally getting tired. and like hitting, you know, a wall and all that stuff they talk about. And I felt great. Like, was I tired? Yeah, I'm sure I was tired, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't just continue to go. And then the next thing I knew, I saw the sign that said mile 12, and I was like, holy cow, like I have 1.1 mile left. And then another gear kicked in, and I was like, go hard. And I wasn't going super fast, but I was definitely, I wish I knew. The app on my phone wasn't working properly because it kind of got messed up when I went under the tunnel between Canada and the US. Kind of got all twisted up or whatever, and wasn't working right. Probably the signal or whatever. So it wasn't giving me accurate things, so I just couldn't pay attention to it. But I wish I knew what my pace was for mile 12, because I felt like I ran that really well. And then it was over. It's crazy. And another thing that's crazy is that I finished in 3 hours and 8 minutes, which was a PR for me by 21 minutes, roughly 21 minutes, could be a little more, than no, it is 21 minutes, than, my last half, which, who wouldn't love a 21 minute, shaving 21 minutes off of your time? That's awesome. Next year, I will get under 3 hours. But here's the kicker. I ran, and when I say ran, obviously you guys know I'm not like, an 8-minute mile here. But I ran all of that half marathon, but like 12 minutes. And it wasn't 12 minutes at one time. It was like chunks of minutes. And I did it strategically because I knew there were certain parts where I was like, you know what, rest your legs right here because you want to finish strong. And so I ran up most of the Ambassador Bridge, except a little bit towards the end. For maybe like 3 minutes I walked. And then once I got to the middle of the bridge, I knew I was going downhill slightly, so I was like, I'm gonna run that. So that was 3 minutes there. I walked for 3 minutes when I was coming out of the tunnel, because again, it was an incline. And then I walked for a couple minutes. Where else did I walk a few minutes? Mile 11. Where else did I walk? I can't remember. I know it was mile 11. I walked for like 2 minutes. It wasn't very long. At the end of mile 11, that's what it was. So, I don't know, maybe it was less than 12 minutes that I walked. Now that I think of it. I don't know, but it wasn't that long. When you think about it, it took me 3 hours to do the half marathon, and like I walked 10 to 12 miles of it, or 10 to 12 minutes of it. That's like, and here's the thing though, I very easily could have still jogged those minutes. And so, in reality, I pretty much can run an entire half marathon without walking. Like, that is just amazing to me. I remember last year, I am in awe of myself. And it's not because I'm trying to give myself a pat on the back. It's because I am just, wow. I never imagined in my life that this is something that I would love to do. And I truly love running. And without getting all verklempt, because I can feel myself start to go there, don't go there. Running has saved my life. And I can't imagine. I can't imagine where my life would be if I didn't choose to start. And really, that's all you need to do, is you just need to make up your mind that you want better for yourself, and that that you just have to choose. Pardon my phone ringing. You just need to choose to start. Just start. And when I started, I wasn't going fast. Trust me, friends, I was not going fast. And I didn't always think that it was for me. And I would hate myself, and I would say this is dumb, and I would tell myself a million negative things. You're getting the tour of sounds from my phone today. I would tell myself a million reasons why running is not for you, Heather, but I just kept going anyways, and now I can't imagine my life without it. It's my savior. It saved my life. And I would just say, just let yourself have a chance, and all the things you can imagine that you could do, you can do. I'm nowhere perfect as a person. I'm nowhere perfect as a runner. I'm nowhere perfect as a person on their health journey. I make mistakes. I have my days. I have my minutes. I have my weeks. But yesterday is proof to myself, is proof to everyone else that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And it doesn't have to look like what somebody else put their mind to. It just has to look what your personal best is. It has to look what you can put your mind to. I was telling somebody yesterday that running, you don't have to look a certain way to be a runner. Running isn't about a look, it's about a feeling. And that feeling has to come from within. And as long as you have that feeling, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what the person next to you can run. It doesn't matter what their pace is, what their finishing time is, what their outfit looks like, how perfect their body looks. What matters is the feeling that you have in your heart, and that you stay true to it. So, I did not intend for this to be all emotional, and I hope I had some pretty tears in there, not some ugly crying. But and I didn't even get to the part that I wanted to talk about. My goodness. But, just, like Socks Heather would say, just keep swimming. And just start. Just have the courage to start. And I promise you, if you keep going, you will see that you can do some amazingly awesome things. So with that being said, have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you guys later. You will be hearing more from me. Alright? Have a wonderful night. Be good, be well, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.